Hi, everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining us. We had a slight technical hitch, but we're back with Maricor. Can you hear me okay, Maricor?
Yes, ma'am. I'm hearing you well.
Oh, good. Yay. So you can see everybody, this is live, which means that sometimes it's not perfect, and that's perfectly fine. In
Okay.
fact, I was actually just thinking as I was logging back in that this is exactly what this group is all about. This is a place not to be perfect. I think so often we all, especially with the IELTS, we get so scared and there's so much anxiety and so much fear about the IELTS that we need a soft place to land. We need a place just to not be perfect and just to practice and feel comfortable with each other. So that's what the IELTS support group is all about, right, Maricor?
Exactly. I even felt nervous right now.
Oh, and thank you for being brave. I know how scary this can be to do these Facebook Lives where you're talking in front of a lot of people. We have thousands of people in this group, not to make you nervous, Miracle, but
but
also
it's an honor to share my experience.
and it's an honor to have you because we know how hard this journey is. So we really are so grateful to you for being brave and courageous and sharing your story. And we have
My
a lot of
pleasure.
people watching us. So we have Sheila Marie is watching, Fel is watching, Noreen is watching, J.M. Mango, hi, watching from Saudi. Jill is watching from Oman. Azil is watching. If you're watching today, I see a lot of people joining in. Please put into the chat where you're joining from. Let us know your name and where you are watching from. And we're going to be talking today to Maricor. Maricor is a nurse who is going to be sharing her journey with the IELTS and
Yes.
telling us about her story. Our hope is that her story will encourage you, will inspire you, and her success will be shedding light for everybody who's watching to give you the encouragement and the words of wisdom from her experience of how to get through this exam. Kin is saying hi. Noreen is saying hi. So welcome everybody. We're so happy and excited to have you. Maricor, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where
Yes.
you're from, where you are right now, and your experience with the IELTS?
Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Maricor, and I'm a Filipino nurse working in Saudi Arabia at the moment. And I took my NCLEX exam back in November 2019. So after the NCLEX, 2019, I have to take my IELTS in order to have this visa screen certificate. So my journey in IELTS does not come easy to me. To be honest, I took the exam 3 times before I got my uh, actually, I had a difficult time to get 7 in speaking, but I always got 6.5 in the total math score. But I came to the point where I got frustrated because first try and second try, I still did not get the score of 7 in speaking. Sometimes uh, I have this fear to book again for another exam, because what if I will not still get a goal? I'm aiming for 7 in speaking, so it's frustrating, to be honest. And sometimes uh, I keep on asking why I can't reach 7 when I know how to speak. uh, I you can read, you can talk, you can comprehend well in English. But I think you just have to maybe for me, what I realized is that I underestimated the exam. I didn't put so much effort because, as what I've said, I know how to speak. I can understand English. So I think in my mind, maybe I just can get that exam without really having hard time reviewing. Well, learned my I learned just like any other exam, you have to study, you have to take a review, or even just a self review, because when you take an exam, you have to come prepared, just like any other test that we are taking. So uh, the first exam I took, um, I just use random review materials from YouTube. I didn't make so much effort to enroll or to subscribe from a review center. So I just scroll, I just browse in the YouTube, and I thought back then that my how to
Maricor,
yes
Maricor,
yes
sorry,
ma'am yes
sorry
ma'am
to interrupt you, but your connection is breaking up a little bit. I don't know if
I'm sorry.
maybe it's like holding the your headphones.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, no, no
Hello.
problem. I think your story is so interesting, and I think so
Mm-mm.
many people are going to relate to exactly what you're saying. That frustration of knowing that you can talk. And by the way, your speaking is excellent.
Thank you.
So you speak really well. Um,
Thank you.
and I think so many people will relate to your story because you know, you think, well, you can speak, you can write, like what's the problem? But it
Yes,
sounds like what
exactly.
you're saying is that the preparation is really key.
Exactly.
When you did your first exam, how I know you said you were just kind of like scrolling in YouTube and just kind of like doing like a passing review. How much time did you actually spend preparing for the first exam?
Well, the thing is, I really don't. Uh, Whenever I'm off, and if I feel to review, just that's the time that I can really scroll or view some review materials from YouTube. I don't put so much dedication, and not really giving um the time to,
Yeah,
like when you prepare for 2 months. No, I didn't have that time allocated to review, so
okay.
maybe that's why I didn't get it the
Yeah.
first time.
So there wasn't much structure. You were just like
Exactly.
kind of doing it haphazard, a little bit here, a little bit there, no real plan.
Yes.
Okay. And then the second time that you wrote, was it
Uh,
different? And were your scores better the second time?
the second time, I because the thing is, I always get that band score of 6.5, the total band score, and I'm excellent in listening, and reading and writing are fine, but speaking, I always stuck in 6.5, and that really frustrates me. That I don't know, I always have the 6.5 and just a few points to get 7. So the second time was, I had this chance to have an annual leave. I got 3 months, but then I didn't prioritize the exam. I didn't prioritize the time to review. Instead, I went on a vacation. I went on a tour
You enjoyed
because
yourself too much.
yes. So again, I didn't get the goal of getting 7 in speaking.
Okay.
So that's what happened. Then I
So
realized that yeah,
tell us, sorry to interrupt you, Margot, but tell us
okay.
that day when you got back that 6.5, what did that day feel like when you got on the second time 6.5?
That's the time that
You remember
I
that
want
day?
to cry. That's the time that I wanted to cry, because I my performance in speaking exam is enough. it's just
Maricor,
me.
you're breaking up a little bit again.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I feel. I get frustrated again, and I feel like crying because
Mhm.
I thought I made well in the interview during the speaking exam. But
Okay.
when I received the score, it's 6.5. So it's frustrating.
Very frustrating. And you feel
Yes,
really upset.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
And-
from there, I
mhm.
have to, I realized that I have to be serious in studying because, to be honest, I'm not very exposed in talking to someone who is very fluent in English because I'm working here in Saudi Arabia,
Mhm.
and although we talk English here, we don't have the we just we're using the simple sentences in communicating because people here are not English speaking. This is not an English speaking country. So what I did is I subscribe. Actually, Miss Janelle is trying to encourage me to subscribe in Swoosh, and yes, although I'm not very devoted in studying, my bad, but uh, and also my personality, I'm really a shy type, so I'm afraid to go on live, like the there's a video that is recording and it will be what is this going live in Swoosh group, and I'm afraid that I maybe I'm not very confident uh to be viewed by many, and maybe I'm not very good in answering all those questions. So, but it helps because what I did is just I viewed all the recorded interview, all the recorded speaking uh, from the different instructors in Swoosh. So it really helps me also to practice by myself. I just recorded myself, and from there I can see where I lack in. I can assess that I'm not very good at certain things. So
Okay. So
mm-mm.
that was really helpful. I think, well, first of all, look at you today on in the IELTS support group, so brave, so courageous, so confident. I think everybody who thinks that Maricor is brave and confident, put yes into the chat. So let's give her a huge shout out and huge encouragement. Please put yes into the chat if you think that Maricor is brave and confident. And I see so many people watching from all over. Magati from Kenya, RJ from Canada, Jeff, who's tagging some of his friends. Please, everybody, share this video if you have people who need to pass the IELTS and want to learn from Maricor how to do it, learn from her story. Jeff is tagging a lot of people. Thank you, Jeff. Jean is watching. Hi, Jean. Lovely to have you here. Noria is saying hi. Sheila is saying yes. So Sheila says yes, she can relate. Maricor, how brave you are. Jeff is saying
Thank
yes.
you.
Magati is saying yes. If you think that Maricor is brave and courageous, please put yes into the chat. Jenny's saying yes, watching as well. Keen, you're so brave, Maricor. There
Thank you
you
so
go.
much.
Lots of positive encouragement. Keen, you're so brave. Maricor, it seems though, from what you're saying, that you were able to learn from the instructors certain tips and pointers that you were not aware of before, and you were able to record yourself and to practice. Can you share what some of those tips and pointers are? Because I think that's the one thing that I really have learned from Swoosh. Lots of yeses, by the way, Maricor.
Oh, thank you so
Everyone
much.
thinks you're very brave and confident. Um, But you know, the one thing that I really so appreciate from the Swoosh instructors, not only are they ex IELTS examiners, so
Mm.
they know what to look for, but also they are native English speakers. And I think that's the danger sometimes of looking just at random things on YouTube, and that is that the instructors are not native English speakers. Can you share with us some of the specific pointers and tips that you learned on the speaking side that made a difference for you getting that 7?
Well, what I all the instructors that I've watched in the swoosh is they don't there's no judgment you can see from an interview some people, because I can relate to some students that they stutter and run out answer the questions, but uh I,
Maricor, you're breaking up
yes,
again. I think
sorry.
when you are so passionate about what you do, you're getting excited, and I think you're moving, and I think that's where that's where
I'm
it's
sorry.
breaking up. We
I'm
love
sorry.
your passion and your excitement.
It's just my way of
And
get
we love
to
that,
become
Maricor, but that's
relaxed.
when you're breaking up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
sorry,
What?
you were saying what it is, specific pointers and tips that you learned.
Well, they encourage you to get some ideas. I think it's one way to be able to talk is to learn what are the recent events or what's happening in the world, so that you'll get some ideas and opinions, and then you have to practice, because we have this some words that we keep on repeating, so we have to minimize the use of repeated words or some fillers, and also to talk smoothly, you just have to keep what is this just a regular pace in talking, so that you won't look so nervous, and you just have to look normal or talking normally, and also you just keep yourself updated in what's going on with the words in our world, because it might come out they might ask you that questions.
Okay. Those are very good specific tips and pointers. So thank you for sharing those, because I think sometimes it's not just one big thing, it's a lot of little things that make a difference that will get you even just that half a point, 6.5 to going to 7. Um,
Yes.
everybody's saying how brave you are, Maricor. Thank you,
Oh,
Maricor.
thank you.
Louise is watching. Hi, Louise. Donna saying hello. So many people watching you from all over the world. Any
Hello,
last thoughts?
everyone.
Any last thoughts or pointers and tips that you want to share with everybody, Maricor?
Yes, I just want to encourage everyone to really uh, put an effort to prepare for your exam, because just like any other exams, you have to show up prepared. It's not that you know how to talk and to read and write, that you don't have to study it. You it IELTS is an exam that you really have to study, and to be able to make good or to get the aim score, you have to practice it. You really have to practice it many times. So, and I wish everyone to have the courage to go for it. And if you do not get it the first time, try again. Don't be discouraged, because you know you can only win by keep on trying.
Okay. Thank you. Those are wonderful words, Maricor. Thank you so much. And I think your message is clear. Preparation,
Yes,
planning, perseverance, and really just to take it seriously. That this is not something that you can just kind of practice a little bit, but really to
exactly.
give it your all. So I really
Exactly.
want to thank you for sharing your story today. That was so inspiring and so encouraging. And I know so many people are going to be so appreciative. If anybody is watching is like Maricor, who has gone through their struggles with the IELTS and would like to share their story, I would love it if you would do that. So please be brave like Maricor, because your words of inspiration will help so many more people. Please let me know if you are be willing to share your story. We would like to share more stories in the group. This is really your soft place to land. This is, as Maricor said, this is a place with no judgment. This is a place where we understand that you are working, that you are under a lot of pressure with family, with, you know, just everything that is going on in today's crazy, crazy world. But the IELTS is important. And this is your place to practice. This is your place where we are giving you free help and support to help you get through this exam. So I really encourage everybody, like Maricor has said, to take advantage of this opportunity and to practice, practice, practice. Thank you so much, Maricor. We really
Thank you
appreciate it.
also.
And we
It's an
look forward to
honor.
seeing you in the US soon. And thank you so much for your wonderful story and for sharing it with everybody today. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.